Cool BJ. Cool BJ. What's good with the Cool BJ? Can you hear me? Oh Lord, can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me, Cool BJ? You still here? I'm still here. I ain't put no music on, not like that. I was testing. And a lot of times you have to do this test stuff in real life, real form. But yeah, we can kiki for a minute. I can kiki with you for a minute. Hey, so I was actually gonna talk about this stuff tomorrow, whatever. But check this out. So I don't know if you've been keeping up with what's been going on these YouTube streets, right? I didn't pull up anything with regards to what's going on with the case with Cardi B and stuff like that, whatever. But I just was tripping out. I was just laughing about some of the coverage on the YouTube streets. No, you good, you good. And we could talk about it a little bit. Since yesterday I did a little serious live, we can laugh for a few minutes. So listen, I didn't. I was gonna talk about all this in detail tomorrow or whenever I went live, but probably it's gonna be tomorrow. But I don't know if you know all these people. So Cardi and Cardi took Tasha to federal court, civil federal court, right? With the claim for defamation. And then so you have Choke on the ground covering it, and then you have Dennis Byron on the ground covering it as well. So let me tell you this. Oh, God, let me tell you. It's so much crazy shit that's going on in these streets, and oh my goodness. So listen, so I'm sitting there, and I'm watching Choke's cover because he's putting stuff out, and it's a couple times during the day with regards to the trap. I'm also sub to Dennis Byron. You follow Tasha? Okay, okay. So I'm also sub to Dennis Byron too. I picked him. I subbed to him when I saw him covering the R. Kelly stuff. So I subbed to him as well. Cool, BJ. So you know, I'm trying to gauge Choke's attitude with regards to I can't call him a new kid on the block because he's been associated with the industry, or I can say in the industry because he's done a lot of documentaries. He's done work with different networks. He's been a producer, all kinds of stuff, right? Um, and so, and then you have, so I can't call him a new kid on the block, but I can kind of say as far as like the this YouTube block, this sector, you kind of are you're the new kid, right? So, but there's nothing wrong with that. You just new on the block. I'm trying to gauge his personality, right? Because it don't seem like he gives a fuck who he offends or whatever, and it tickles the shit out of me, right? It tickles me. It don't matter, you know, who fellas, however he want to move today, that's how he gonna move. If he want to move something the way differently tomorrow, that's how he's going to move. And it is so funny. Yeah, yeah, and it's so goddamn funny, right? Because you just look at all the relationships he came in, with, and then like overnight they dissipate. I mean, they just went away. And now they like enemies and shit. It is crazy, right? So I was like, okay, I'm watching, right? And And I see. This wasn't a real live, so I didn't include all the resources, right? I didn't include all the links and shit where y'all can go back and see what I'm talking about. What happened? But I'll tell you, right? So let me tell you. Um, so he's on the ground covering it, and he's outside the courthouse, and Mr. Dennis is outside the courthouse, right, covering it. So Mr. Dennis, he shows up. He has a lawyer there. He has another lady. He has some other people, talking and stuff like that, with regards to the case, but they are noticing and things like that in the trial, what's going on thus far. So I thought, okay, remember, Dennis was covering Choke's um Halloween rally for R. Kelly. He was there. So I'm thinking, and they seem to be cool, right? Man. So so um so Choke was, setting up, doing all his stuff, and he had, Choke Esquire and shit like that out. And I've been said, because of he's like more like a creative content creator, if you understand what I'm saying, right? Because he has the documentaries and all of that filming and all that stuff. And you know how those people go to the cutting room floor and shit like that, and then that's what they do. They make the videos, and they bring their stuff in a creative kind of manner. So he so I saw him walking. I didn't know which direction he was walking into, but he was headed in Dennis Byron's direction. Dennis Byron was outside of the car. He was talking to the young lady and all of that, right? So he sat up there, and he talked to Dennis, and Dennis, he kind of seemed like annoyed a little bit and whatever. And then Dennis was like kind of disappeared from the frame. I was like, oh shit, what? And then Chuck was like, Dennis, man, don't do me like this. Why you doing that? It's something to that effect. You have to see it. It's all in today's coverage, right? And I was like, oh no. I was like, damn, Chuck. I was like, Chuck got to be careful. He can't be out there on that Eddie Kane, right? He was on that Eddie Kane for real. And then Choke so he done made, little lightweight enemies around here. Now you think, you wait to leave, they already saying he on crack. You wait to Levi, Dana, Sharon, see that shit. It's gonna be crazy. He better take that shit down now. He was out there on that. Oh man, why you doing like that, Dennis? Now you act like you don't know me, Dennis. It was funny as hell. But my thing is, he got to be careful about putting that type of shit out, because they're gonna use that shit against him. Dana, you got Lee. They already called them crackheads. What's good with it, Karen and Rocket? Yeah, no, this wasn't even a real live. I was testing, and I was, filling out. You got to fill out the stuff before you could test live. So that's why I was putting it. I was testing. I'm really gonna cover this tomorrow, because I want to make sure y'all have the links and shit to the stuff I was talking about. But if you missed it, I was talking about Choke. I like Choke. I like all these people, right? I like Choke. He's funny to me, and I like him, and I understand how he brings his commentary and stuff like that. But I was trying to get a gauge on his personality, because it seems like he really don't give a fuck, right? Because looks like a lot of the people he came in with that he was cool with, whatever, those relationships changed overnight, and they're like enemies and shit. And he's like, he don't give a fuck. Oh shit, he don't give a fuck. So what I was saying right today, I thought him and Mr. Dennis was cool, because Mr. Dennis showed up and covered his rally in Atlanta, right? And so, yeah, yes, that was funny as hell, Cool BJ. That was funny. Oh my gosh, that shit was funny today. And so Choke was out there, following Tasha K and stuff like that. And when he was setting up his camera to do his little bit from, outside the courthouse, he walked over there towards Mr. Dennis Byron. Like I said, Mr. Dennis was out there covering the trick or treat rally for R. Kelly that Trope held, right? So I'm thinking everything is okay. Honey, he went over there, and like I said, so Mr. Dennis said one or two words with like a fake, with like a forced smile on his face. You could tell it was a fake smile. And I was like, oh no. And then, he said one, two things or whatever, and then he got out of the frame. Then Choke got on that Eddie Kane talking about, Mr. Dennis, I'm paraphrasing. Dennis, why you acting like that, man? Why you such, right? And then, but Choke did say this. I'm not paraphrasing this. He said, now you used to know it. Now you act like you don't know me. Now he was on that Eddie Kane. And I'm saying, you cannot have those videos out here when you done made these goddamn enemies. You got Levi already calling you a crackhead. You got Dana. You know how Dana put your ass in an unsung video in a minute. You be fucked up. Then you got Miss Sharon. And you out there on that Eddie Kane. You can't be out there on that Eddie Kane. I hollered. You hear me? Hey, Zoe. Hey, my life love. Hey, this ain't a real live shit. Now I guess I gotta turn it into one. Hey, I'm Queen Newton, Miss April. Yeah, so, and unfortunately, y'all, I was testing, and you have to go live to do all the type of testing stuff. So I had to fill out the thing or whatever. But I didn't put all the links and stuff like that to the videos I'm talking about today. But what I'm saying is, Mr. Choke, if you run across this little bitty, not really alive, you need to take them videos down, because your enemy is going to catch you out there on that Eddie Kane Jr. If y'all don't know who Eddie Kane is, I'm talking from the Temptations. We're talking about, dang, life like this, I wish raindrops will fall. You can't be out there on that Eddie Kane, baby, because they're going to use that shit. I'm trying to tell you, they probably somewhere running in the goddamn in the control room. Dana asked the hey, baby, probably got that shit all keyed up for an unsung video for your ass. I'm trying to be your motherfucking goddamn YouTube fairy godmama. Take that Eddie Kane Jr. shit down. Especially when you done made all these goddamn overnight enemies. Come on, you know I love you. Choke, Lord. Levi already put the narrative out there doing that shit. You can't come out there with that Eddie Kane, because they gonna use it against you. You can't be doing, Mr. Dennis, you used to know, now you act like you don't know me, Dennis. You can't do that. Oh shit, you can't do that. I'm telling you, they're gonna have that shit. They gonna, boy, when we get them notifications, baby, you can't be out there in these streets like that on that Eddie Kane. You can't do, I'm telling you, they're gonna turn it into something else. Take that shit down. Oh, you saw it, Mom Life Love? That shit was funny as hell. Man. Dennis, man, yeah, like you used to know me. Now you act like you don't know me. You know how Choke be sounding, which I know he was, having fun, whatever. But I'm telling you, they will use that shit against you. And then you trying to, like you chasing, you trying to get the people to talk to you, and Tasha just looking at you. And man, okay. They're gonna use that shit against you, man. I'm trying to tell you, now Levi. He's a dope fiend. See what I'm telling you? See? God damn it. See what I'm saying? So all he do is smoke. Look at him. Chasing this peculiar looking woman around, asking for her to look at the camera and say something to the winos. That's the epitome of a crackhead. God damn it. This is Levi for Kelly here, R. Kelly's cousin. And by my own hand, my cousin, R. Kelly, will be out by Valentine's Day 2022. Listen to me. You heard? My cousin, R. Kelly, did not turn over no letters to a crackhead. Look at him chasing that peculiar looking woman around, Tasha K. And God knows she said all kinds of things about my cousin, R. Kelly. But you not have heard me one time bash any of these women. But now look at Choke looking like a dope fiend, looking for his next hit. And you mean to tell me my cousin put his letters in the hands of a dope fiend? He's acting like Eddie Kane. When the Temptations came out, not the Temptations shit. What is the 5 Heartbeats came out? And he said, dang, life like this, I wish raindrops would fall. My cousin, R. Kelly, will not be caught dead with a dope fiend like that. He's dressed up like Eddie Kane Jr. Look at him. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, that shit is gonna be. You wait for Miss Sharon to get it. Robert Sylvester Kelly did not turn over his letters to an Eddie Kane Jr. wannabe. Robert Sylvester Kelly did not turn over his letters to an Eddie Kane Jr. wannabe. Robert Sylvester Kelly did not turn over his letters to an Eddie Kane Jr. wannabe. Oh, shit. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. You know, I should be repeating and shit, baby. They gonna tell her ass up. Well, I gotta do Dana. Joke. There's nothing but smoke. Where I'm fat at, Choke? Where I'm fat at? But look at you, Choke. Chasing behind Tasha K, acting like Eddie Kane Jr. New York's finest producer, director, now Atlanta's crackhead, also known as Eddie Kane Jr. Oh, shit. Oh, no. They're going to get my ass. But you know how they do. I ain't making this up. I'm not making this up. You know that's how they do. They're going to be on his ass. Ooh, Choke, take that down. Take that down. Take that down. Right. Yeah, I was doing Dana then. The last one I was doing Dana. But yeah, honey. Oh, no. Yeah, I already sound nasally. I ain't think I had to close my nose anymore. Honey, they gonna like that. They gonna like that ass up. They will, honey. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if Ty talking to me. Ty, you talking to me? Hold on. Yeah, baby, Choke was cleaner than the state board of health. And I like them all. Don't get me wrong, I like them all. But hell, shit, the shit is funny. Shit, it's funny as hell. I don't know what the hell going on. Well, I'm just saying, you can't come on not on this block, cause this you R. Kelly block is totally different. These people got a different type of mindset, and the way they do things is totally different than anybody else. So you done made these these enemies, or the YouTube enemies or whatever. They gonna take that and eat that up. They gonna eat it all the way up. Dope fiend. Let me see if I can get what Dana be saying. Dana be saying so much shit. Let me see. Um, honey, take that Eddie Kane down. Take it down. I'm telling you, that's not. That ain't gonna work well. They're gonna use it. I was like, oh. And then it was so funny with Tasha, she cut her eyes over there at him. Cause I'm like, well damn. I thought he said it, I thought they had a little issue once before. So Tasha ain't gonna say shit to him. I'm like, Lord, please, Mr. Choke, please. Please, Lord. I like it. I like having this spirit right now. I think it's funny. I think it's funny. I don't know, what the hell is going on, but I think it's funny. You know, shit. Hey, oh, that's Levi. Okay. Well, shit, I tried to see, what the hell Dana be saying? You never know. Dana come up with something. He'll come up with something. It'll be all fucked up tomorrow. Oh, it'll be all fucked up tomorrow. By the time he get home, it's gonna be all fucked up. You will be like, Lord Jesus, just be shaking your head like Mr. Choke. Listen, hey Leslie, I am so sorry, y'all. This ain't a real live. I was testing this shit. You have to test this stuff while live and stuff, but I'm hooking up some old cables and batteries and shit, and you got to fill out the damn thing. But if I would have gave y'all all the links to the videos and stuff like that. Honestly, y'all could have, saw it for yourself. But from what I can understand, I'm gonna see if I can kind of remember what they were saying, the observers were saying in the courtroom. Per the observers, I think they were saying that Tasha got back on the stands today, and like she was really nervous and not really prepared and things of that nature. And I don't bash attorneys and stuff like that. I don't bash other attorneys and shit like that. That's not what I do. But they were saying that the attorneys had to be admonished a few times by the judge. One time, even telling them that you can't ask leading questions, and on your direct you can't ask leading questions. So I don't know why they was trying to ask leading questions, and it don't matter what your practice, your the specialty of your practice, that is like you know leading questions and shit like that. That's I mean that's part of school, so yeah, I mean unless they're not they don't have a lot of trial experience yet. I mean that would that would that would be an explanation, but you can't be leading questions and stuff like that. Eh, oh no. Oh, I don't quit. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, but he was like, he was, kept, he was following her and asking her to say something and this, that, and the third, and whatever. And I was like, well, damn, then they tell me that him and her had a falling out or something like that. So I'm like, it's unlikely she gonna say something to you, Choke, but okay. Yeah, it's very unlikely. I'm grabbing for my skins. But yeah. So I'm like, oh, and so one lady, I was listening to one lady, and she said that the trial attorneys that Tasha has is trained in criminal, law, criminal matters, right? But so if that's the case, they will still know, they would definitely know when you can ask leading questions. Can't ask them on direct, you gotta ask them on cross and recross. So I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but by the sound of things, and here's another thing. What I could throw a question out real quick. How do you think? Like, because I told you with the evidence that they allow in civil matters, right? And with that is with civil cases by the preponderance of evidence, right? It's not um beyond reasonable doubt. It's by the preponderance of evidence, right? So they are going in the threshold, it's the evidence still has to be relevant, relatable, reliable, but the threshold is so low. So they can show all kinds of fucked up videos about her behavior and all kinds of stuff like that. My question is, and it's not like, people don't know how, Tasha is on camera, and how she runs her program. But do you think that that's going to, like, when they let all this stuff in and all of that, do you think that's going to mess up her credibility? Because I think she's been, I may be wrong, I think I'm right. She's been more truthful and had her facts correct than not. Do you think that's going to hurt her credibility? Hey, Miss April, you think that's going to hurt her credibility because she is running a program based on what she says she has the proof, the truth, the facts, the evidence, and so on and so forth. If you are known to have that and you're supposed to be reliable, like, will people be like, man, she lied on I mean, if she loses this case, will they look at it and say, oh, she lied on this girl? So how can we believe what she says about anybody else? And that's why I be so confused about how these other YouTubers, be just lie and shit on people or whatever. And it's like, what the fuck? And then some people may be so dumb to think that, yeah, lying is the best way to get on lying and saying shit for shock value and all of that shit like that, which will eventually get your ass either beat up or sued, either way. But it's the way to build, to become a Tasha K. Maybe they don't understand that the best thing is to become a better version of yourself. Because that way would be lasting. It will be there for whatever. This bullshit, when you be lying and this, that, and the third, and whatever, people gonna take your ass out. Or you gonna get your ass beat up. Either way, it's a bad look. And it's very temporary. And all that shit you done went and got. The house and the cars and money and all that stuff you have, you're gonna lose it. And such in the case, I don't know if y'all heard me talking about one time. If y'all not familiar with it, but if y'all get a chance to look up on YouTube this family called the Ace family, right? The McBrooms. And I was, I used to watch them, not religiously or anything like that. I just like ran across them within the last maybe. I'm gonna tell you when I ran across. I'm gonna tell you, when I ran across them. When I saw Chris Brown played in one of their charity basketball games. When I saw that, I was like, okay, let me see the hell is going on. Because I stalked Chris Brown. Okay. Hey, but I don't do it to the level of, his ass gonna have my ass locked up. No, I'm just playing, but what I'm saying. So what oh, and I could go ahead. What's good with the tears? I can go ahead and drop the link because I ain't talking about it. This ain't even a real live. But I sure appreciate y'all for coming on through. But like I said, I would have gave y'all all the links and stuff to the videos. But so he was a big charity person and whatever, and the shit looked legit to me. He got all these different celebrities and stuff participating in this shit, whatever. And you go back and look at the stuff that has happened over the last like year and whatever. I mean, he raised so much money off this social media shit, where he went and purchased 2 damn mansions and put the motherfuckers together. I ain't lying. Look it up. And so now it's a foreclosure on that shit, whatever. So what I'm saying is that type of shit being dishonest and all of that shit, that's a temporary success strategy. That shit always comes crashing down. And so it's hell. He got all those. I mean, that boy, that McBroom guy brought all those cars, all those toys. Child, listen now. I mean, when you start shortchanging the charity, even though it's your charity, if you say that you're gonna give $100,000, but only cut a check for 75, I mean, he did some boxing shit. With the boxing thing, the boxing match he had, between social media people, between the people on, I think, Instagram. It was Instagram versus YouTube or some shit like that. And the people were supposed to have, some people had guaranteed purses. Some people was, all of that. Then, I mean, James Harden, who plays for, I think he still plays for Houston. He's a basketball player. He had to sue this YouTuber, some other people, for their money. And the company that was working with the live stream to stream this the boxing shit and whatever, he was the owner of that company. I think called Celebrity Gloves or some shit like that. He was the owner of that company. So it made it seem like, well, it is like he had a conflict of interest. All kinds of shit, this kid. And I think he may be 32, 33, something like that. And they got 3 little kids and stuff. And with controversy, here comes the hoes. So then, he's married. Then the women, the IG models and shit talking about they done been with him, all kinds of shit. It's great. What's good with it, Star Child? Right. No, she gonna be more famous. But here it is. If you are making your money off because you say you deliver the truth and shit like that, people may still tune in, but they may not still kick out. Like, am I gonna pay Patreon and shit, your Patreon and shit, to come down here where I think may be some lies? Now I view your ass on YouTube, but I ain't paying shit for for a possibility of some lies. I don't know if people gonna say, Well, her shit mostly checked out. Just some of her shit hadn't, but most of it checked out. It's like, and then she's moving in a different. You kind of can tell like she's moving in a different direction with the way she structured her shit. Right, she's doing interviews and things that, I mean, she was doing them before, but I'm talking, you see how she's doing sitting in interviews and things of that nature, whatever. I don't know. She's gonna be more, of course she's gonna have more notoriety now, but I know that she had like aspirations to be on TV and stuff like that. Will they still take a chance on her, but outfit her with an administration that does all the checks and balances to make sure she's putting out true and factual shit? Will they spend all their money on all of that? Will they do that? Or will she have a show where, I mean, well, you know what, like Wendy Williams do, right? She does the hot topics and stuff, which is supposed to be true shit, right? And will she kind of supplement it with some interviews and stuff? Can she pull it off? Right. I see what you're saying. Hazel, I see what you're saying. What you're saying is she's gonna learn. Okay, I got what you're saying. She's gonna learn. Okay, she's gonna learn. So, and in that learning process, she's gonna try to build her credibility back. My thing is, will people stick around for that? You know, I mean, I hope so. I mean, people, your shit, you are allowed a few mistakes with shit. But when you are like, just like I went by the Star magazine, I went by that shit for listen, you couldn't even probably get that. Yeah, you'd have to give that shit to me free. I mean, for real though, because you don't know what's the truth and what's false. James Harris, I ain't bullying no. James Harris, I don't bully people. It's just that when people come fucking with me, they just don't know about the blowback that how I can get. That's it. If you don't fuck with nobody, you don't have to worry about nobody fucking with you. And when somebody leave you alone, and you leave their ass alone, that's exactly what they should do. Not continue. You asking for it. You asking to get whatever it is you're gonna get. And you can sit there and look crazy and stupid if you want to, acting like you don't understand English and shit. Yeah, your best bet is to consult the Lord and crack open that Bible and leave people alone. I mean, that's just my honest opinion. Leave people the fuck alone. But yeah, that's crazy. That James Harris, it would be so. I'm be honest with you, it would be so unfair to and I know everybody probably got resources like this, but it'd be so unfair to let I can't even say it, but to really shake it up around here be real unfair. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I just keep everybody where they are. Let your your real family and friends stay that way. Stay out the way. Okay? Stay out the way. And I just handle, these are people that got mental health issues or trying to go be the next big thing on YouTube, honey. I'm just gonna let them do all that. Leave me the fuck alone. Right, Tears, right. Oh, I got to highlight that. You can't control someone's actions to your BS. So when you get response, don't play victim. Right. Don't play victim. Don't act like you ain't do shit. Because my question is, how would I know to do shit back to you If you ain't do shit, like what the fuck? Ain't nobody playing it. And then and then when it's more than just one person saying the same thing about your ass, you fuck with people, and people fuck back with your ass. Nah, you got more than two people saying it. It got to be truth, some truth behind it. Nobody making no shit up. Yeah, yeah, tears. Yeah, I haven't seen not one report that said that the defense is doing good, she doing good, or nothing. I mean, they were saying they were saying like she was acting she wasn't even in court, like was tripping on the stands and shit. Like I'm like, girl, stop acting like you is from Florida. Oh man, it was like, girl, stop acting like that. I mean, so if I sneak a young brother and he beat me up, that ain't fair. He should let me win. No, James. Yes, Zoe. Yes. I like Zoe. Hold on for a minute. Okay. I was making sure everybody was you. But yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. Has she? Oh shit! Hold on. Sorry about that. So has she done any lives this week? Well, like since the trial been going on or whatever. And you know what? I didn't know. I didn't know that Tasha, and I know y'all already heard this, but I didn't know that Cardi B had suffered depression behind this. I mean that stuff that they wouldn't let out until you have to let it out, and this would be the time. But I didn't know that she suffered behind this, that, and the third, whatever. But that's some damning shit. And listening to what Tasha had said about Cardi, in review, that's some damning shit. Now that think about it, I mean, damn. About the so I didn't even know about no soda bottle, no bottle and shit. Like what? But I think Cardi did the right thing, right? Especially when you could prove somebody's telling a motherfucking lie. And this is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Make sure y'all put your shit out there. I mean, you ain't got to go too private in person, whatever. But make sure that you can prove that person knew that they was lying when they was lying on your ass. Make sure you have that. They'll make the case go so easy. Actually, usually when you fuck them up like that, they usually go ahead on and avoid court. Just go and say, yeah, let's work. Let's go back and forth on these numbers. So anybody that's experiencing that defamation, all that bullshit, make sure you have your shit posted. Whatever it is, they defame it. Well, you can, or your videos or whatever it is, so you can go ahead and prove that they knew they was lying when they was lying on your ass. Because here's the thing, right? If I tell you that let's see. If I can put up and I can show you that I have a house. Let me give a go. Hurricane in California, right? And I tell you that and this is going to be rare, but if I tell you that my house isn't in a flood zone, therefore it doesn't need flood insurance or anything like that, doesn't need earthquake insurance and none of that, which is a damn lie, but if you're in California. But if I tell you that, and I put up where FEMA has determined that I'm not in a flood zone and I don't need earthquake insurance, I put it up. You sit up on the ball of your ass and say she has a house that's sliding everywhere. It's in a flood zone, an earthquake. If she tried to rent it to you for, as an Airbnb, don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? I got your ass. I'm going to tell you, I got you two ways. One, in order for you to speak on my house, you had to know I had one over there in California somewhere. So that's one way I'm confirming that you knew. Number two, I put the evidence up to show that I'm not in the flood zone. I don't need earthquake insurance. And my house is safe. You can rent it as an Airbnb and shit like that. That's two. I got you. I got you, motherfucker. Go find some else to fuck with. I got you. And that's how that's done. Real quick and simple. That's how, when I tell you, my thing is keep motherfuckers out the court. That's how you do it. I got you because you knew. And if you didn't know, you should have erred on the side of caution and not lie or shut the fuck up. That's how that works. Right. Because you know, I got proof that you know. Any type of text messages, correspondence, or something like that, where I'm telling you the truth, and this, that, and the third, and you go and do something totally different. And don't let it be a situation where we was once cool, and you confirmed that I didn't have a house in no flood zone, this, that, and the third. But as soon as we became enemies, you go to lie. Oh, baby. And I'm going to tell you something. It costs you virtually nothing to handle your shit like that. Trying to tell you. Go play with somebody else. You ain't noticed I let you fuck your own stuff up. Yeah, so listen. You no ma'am. You know what I'm saying? People will, when you cool, yeah, they shit spotlighting your profession. They doing this and the third. But time your ass become not so cool, they slander. Here come the slander. Nah, that's and when you got the proof, huh? I'm trying to tell you, and you do know. And I told you, where if this was even like you already know, text message and stuff like that is admissible in usually is admissible in a criminal case, right? So you know they admissible in a civil case because the bar, when it comes to evidence, is so low. You have to set these motherfuckers up, and they destroy them their own self, and ain't shit they can say. And all you doing is just looking crazy, like, well, shit, I told you. And there you have it. Yeah, that's right. Put them motherfuckers, listen, I told you. And then you got people who have businesses and stuff like that, and people be slandering them, whatever. Go ahead, put your business shit up there. You ain't got to put your business license or whatever. Even if you do, I mean, you can, blacken out the number, this, that, and the third, whatever. Put your shit on up there. Even if you got a phone book listing, post that shit on up there, cause you letting them know that you got a motherfucking business. Now it's up to you if you want to continue, cause you got a fucking problem, but not a problem. Have your ass in that motherfucking courthouse so goddamn fast. make your head swim. And you can do all this. Oh Lord, let me put this up here. Shit. Hold on. Damn. I done turned this shit into a real life. Hold on. Let me flash this. Hold on. Let me flash this right here. Sorry, y'all. What's good with it, Gigi? But yeah. And if you done, set a motherfucker up and you got good evidence that they done broke the goddamn law with regards to the defamation and shit, you really don't need no counsel to do all that. All you need is the fee to go down there and file. Save your money. You can do it yourself because you don't call them. You got all the evidence you need that they knew that they were lying. I'm talking. That's a step beyond just up there defaming somebody's character. You defaming it. You proven. That means the intent was there to defame. That means run me my motherfucking money. I don't want to hear shit. Run me my motherfucking money. The intent was there to defame. These people don't learn. They don't learn. They don't learn nothing. And fortunately or unfortunately, I mean that Tasha K is going to make a pretty good example. She's going to make a pretty good example. Lord, what is this about? Oh Lord, what is this about, honey? Y'all ever look at y'all notifications and be like, oh Lord. This, especially when you see who it's from, you're like, oh no, what is going on now? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Run me my damn money. Run me, don't run your mouth. Run me my goddamn money. Want to hear shit? Yeah, I guess I can hit the like, share, and subscribe button. I ain't mean to do all that. But yes. Well, I done told you. And now it's all. Yeah, so it's all in formalities. Now, it's not much to do. You don't have that much work to do. When you set these motherfuckers up and you take care up in the beginning, when you get to court or when you file the paper, you listing all the stuff. You attaching your shit. You showing like, hey, this person knew. So they intentionally done it. Now, check this out. Now you can start asking for damages for a motherfucker that intentionally damaged you. Punitive. Now you're asking for, that's what I'm trying to say. Now you stacking it on up. Fuck that shit. They are intentionally damaging you. So now you just increase your amount. Because you can prove that a motherfucker knew all along what the fuck they were doing. And we'll talk a little bit more. It's not legal advice, we're just talking. Just say someone is calling you by someone else's name, right? Or identifying you by something else that is not your identifier. But they're saying it's you, they're saying it's whatever. Now you have proven who you are. Whatever. You know, your name, this, that, and the third. Hold on. All right. And so, sorry about that. And so, you've already, been through this. Because of the danger of that, misidentifying people and shit like that, yeah, that can be handled too. So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes you have to overlook the shits and giggles and the bullshit aspect of it and put on a motherfucking ass so they will forever learn the lesson that they need to learn. They don't give a fuck about no mental disability, none of that. Because you are a functioning, if you're a functioning crackhead, a functioning mental health patient, or should be, and all of that, you know how to read and write, don't you? You understand English, don't you? There ain't no language barrier. Hey, you get what you get. Play none of them games. Hey, Miss Mo. Right. You can go look up all of that. All of that. And all you have to do is just sit back and collect on their ass. Collect all that evidence. Then, in the end, collect on that ass. Oh, shit. They don't want to hear shit. No, not a goddamn thing. No crime, none of that. That's right. Take that little motherfucking fortune and motherfucker be sitting on the side of the road some goddamn well, looking back at the motherfucking house that they used to occupy, sitting on the furniture outside the house over that bullshit. I mean, although a cease and desist is not enforceable until it's a court order, having it notarized does nothing. Notary only means that somebody with a stamp said that they verified that it was you signing this paper. That means nothing. Notary doesn't mean shit. I mean, it is accepted in like businesses and things of that nature. And some legal shit is only a verification of ID. It's not a verification of, a court order or some type of legal judgment. It's not a verification of a legal judgment or. So, and the judgment isn't just a judge saying you have to pay money. Judgment is, your sentencing or your punishment. Judgment is your punishment. So whatever form of punishment it is, that's what's meant by when they call it judgment. So she should have known that, the cease and desist, that's just a friendly way of saying, hey, okay, But that's why I always, and just having little conversations or whatever, when you put in your cease and desist, whether you do it yourself or you get a lawyer to do it, make sure that you let them know that if you continue, I'm going to continue further with legal action. I mean, with legal ramifications. Something is going to be done. I'm going to take it higher if you continue. That's also letting you know that I told you what I was going to do, and you continue to do it. So your intentions was to fuck me up, to keep on fucking me over, to keep on defaming me. So you got to learn when you with your money and you're dealing with limited legal resources, you got to learn how to knock it out all in one. Get as much as you can all in one. Don't be with that first step shit and 2 steps and 3 steps. You can get back 2 or 3 of them steps in one legal. Just do it that way. But we just talk. It's not legal advice or anything like that. We just talk. So, because I'm telling you that I'm finna do this, that, and the third. If you keep the fuck on, that means your intentions is what it is. You intended on keep fucking with me and whatever. You don't give a fuck, so why should I? And as per usual, as per always, I'm sorry. In 2019 when I started breaking down the legal part, you ain't gotta ask me. Go find a lawyer and ask them. Go look in the book, whatever, find one in your area and ask them. But I don't believe in, making people pay for extra shit and whatever that you could have accomplished in 1 or 2 steps. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I do. I ain't with all that. Because, I want, because I need to get you on off my goddamn books so I can get somebody else in and concentrate on, somebody else shit. So I don't believe in lingering on and shit like that. Like when people be in those car accidents and shit like that, the amount of time that these lawyers take to settle those cases, some of it's ridiculous. And when you get finished 2 or 3 years later, you're only getting $3,000 out the deal. Like, what the fuck? And, yeah, they getting just as much as you out the motherfucking deal. 33 and a third. Most people charge that. Most attorneys charge that. You can get some that charge 30%. But yeah, you could just knock that all out. It's crazy. Oh, on video on who? Oh no, mom, like, love, please don't tell me it's on the subject I started out with today. Right, James, you can handle a car accident yourself. Oh no, wait a minute, mom, like, let me peep in. Hold on, y'all, wait 1 minute. I just want to peep in. Let me see what she's talking about. Okay. Thank y'all for holding. Okay, she's not on choke. Yeah, she's still on her Sylvia series. Her 5 to 10 minute fuck you videos. She's on her Sylvia series. Oh, I was like, oh no. I said, no, Mr. Choke. Yes. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I went and seen her on it. I'm like, oh, baby. She might be off of him, but right now. She's on the Sylvia series. She might be off of him right now. She's on the Sylvia and the Larry series, apparently. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know. Yes. She would be on, honey. She'll be cranking out videos around the clock. You be like, what the hell? Yeah. But y'all, I ain't mean that. Like I said, I am so sorry, y'all. I hate that you can't. They don't put like a demo model or whatever where you can't like work on this shit, these lives and stuff, in like without going live and stuff like that. Because the shit that you need to test, you got to be live to test the shit. So to see where it's going. So I'm trying to get stuff up on all them other platforms. Some of I've already paid for, and they're just sitting there bare. So I need to upload that stuff and get you know how we do. You know how I do. Still need anybody's birthday today. Can somebody tell me, is anybody's birthday today? Or was it yesterday? I still need the January birthdays, y'all. I still Liz, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why they be talking about her. But baby, all I know is don't cry when she get on your ass. Do not cry. Oh, thank you, Leslie. I think I messed up on her. I was so all over the place, just thinking how I don't know. That's just that is just some of these. I just it's so sad that we've lost so many people, you know, by way of assassination because of their beliefs, and their beliefs in something that should have been that was supposed to be a right, at some point as far as equality. That's just crazy to me. So, oh, Zoe's so sweet. I like Zoe. Did y'all welcome Zoe to Club Blue? I like Zoe. I like Leslie. I like all y'all. Y'all so sweet. But y'all, I'm gonna get on out of here. I didn't start out with no music. I ain't gonna end with no music. I run my stuff. I guess I can tell y'all to please like, share, and subscribe. I hate asking somebody to do something simple as that for free. So, but here, let me get on up out of chair. Let me get on up out of chair. And I will see y'all on the next live. Hey, y'all be safe, be careful, be good, and be good to one another. Love you. Peace out, people.